Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Cataclysm of Hyrule. Tonight marks the 6th episode since we've ended the prologue, and for those who are joining us for the first time, welcome. For those who have continued to join us, welcome back. I am the creator and GM of the campaign, named Puckfin, and tonight, before we get into the exciting events, we will be delving into our a few announcements. So, first thing I always like to talk about is our Discord chat. Our moderator Lido always does a wonderful job of posting links in chat, as we have our Discord link currently up. Our Discord chat is a growing community for like-minded people who simply have interest in participating in the tabletop RPG community. As we're only currently running one campaign, which is the Cataclysm of Hyrule campaign, for those who chimed into our chat session last week for our broadcast, things may begin to expand soon. I might get into more of that tonight, I might not, but if I don't, I will definitely touch on it next week. So for those who are interested in simply participating, gaining experience in playing, trying, learning things about D&D or Legend of Zelda or anything else, our Discord is a great place for that. Our server is filled with knowledgeable people who are happy to they're just very welcoming and very nice and worth checking out. In our Discord server, we also have a number of different channels. We have voting channels, chat channels, looting channels. Within our looting channel, we have two ways in which you can gain loot. You can purchase coins, and if you're looking to purchase coins, by far the best time to do it is right before our broadcast in that 15-minute window, because purchases made in that time frame will have your coin purchase doubled. If you are not interested in purchasing coins, we have a daily loot claim that you can claim once every 24 hours. That claim will give you anywhere between 1 to 100 coins, and you can use those coins for a myriad of different things. Anything from in-game effects such as boosting enemies, boosting our heroes through various T4s. We can rename NPCs, which happened not too long ago. For an NPC who was the son of a shop owner, you can, if you acquire enough coins, you can have me personally run a one-shot for you for upwards of 6 people. Pretty much whatever. We can run a module campaign. We can run a module one-shot. We can run something that I have on the back burner that you might want to try, or quite honestly, I could just make up something on the spot. If you want to run, I don't know, if you want to run a Power Ranger one-shot, hell, I'll make you a Power Ranger one-shot. Quite honestly, I enjoy doing things like this. So if that is something you're interested in, our Discord is a great community. On top of our Discord, we also have a link tree that holds the rest of our links, including the link to our YouTube channel, the link to our Twitch channel, the link to our Discord server. It holds, actually, we have a couple of other links on there. One of which is the link to the YouTube channel Martaz, who makes the intro music that you just listened to. And at the very bottom of our link tree, we have a number of Twitch channels. And how you get your Twitch channel on our link tree is by simply following us on Twitch. Because if you follow us on Twitch, we will follow you back. And at the conclusion of any of our broadcasts, be it a campaign broadcast or a chat broadcast, I will check to see if we have any mutual followers currently broadcasting. And if we do, we will raid one of those channels at random and take all of our viewers and send them your way. So, if you are not currently following this channel, it is absolutely recommended that you do. And yeah, so that pretty much encompasses the beginning promotional posts. If I do ever think of anything, which often I do forget from time to time, feel free to either remind me or I'll just randomly interject it when it comes to mind. So that's it for the announcements. We're going to do a quick recap, and then we're going to take it over to our players. So, yeah, the session 2 weeks ago picked up at the end of the siege of Hyrule Castle Town. Hyrule Castle Town suffered very minimal damage thanks to our heroes, but it was still a very abnormal attack to happen. One of the good things that happened is, as a result of this, is Zelda is back in Hyrule Castle. She was the active character who warned Hyrule Castle Town that there was an incoming attack. So because of that, the town was able to properly prepare and minimize any damage, which resulted in, I believe, absolutely no fatalities for anyone in the town. And then after that, by the end of the session, our heroes had reacquainted themselves with the Adventurers Guild and taken on a number of quests, one of which has taken them to a very familiar cave at the foot of Death Mountain. So this cave has taken on multiple different roles with various differences and similarities depending on which campaign players came from. But one of the common threads about this cave was that it was utilized by an NPC known as Pebbles, who was the daughter of a merchant known as Bouldergut. So Bouldergut would run the merchant side of his business up in Guan Village, and he would have Pebbles at the foot of Death Mountain running a general goods table. And this cave was utilized as a bit of a safe haven. Sometimes it was a place where she could rest. Sometimes it was a place where she could hold people travelers for the night who needed a safe place to stay. And it was a place that she would utilize to store her goods so she wouldn't have to trek everything back and forth every day. So now this cave has become inhabited by an unknown group, but as the Adventurers Guild quest states, they would like the offending group simply removed. So our last session 2 weeks ago ended with a bit of traveling, one of which had an orange Lionel attack, which our party made very quick work of. I believe it is the first Lionel attack of the campaign. And now they stand at the precipice of the cave. So let's see. I'm going to now switch it over to everybody and make our introductions and fix our cameras. So first we have Gully. How you doing, Gully? Wonderful. Good to see you. And as I am adjusting cameras, next we have Lido. How you doing, Lido? Yes. Lido has informed me that there are surprises in store for us. And he has shown us that piece of paper, which I am very curious to see what's on it. More so to find out what's on it, I guess it's fair to say. And Deacon, how you doing, my friend? Wonderful, wonderful. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't at least mildly jealous of that. Very much so. Um, and we also have a bit of a surprise coming in very shortly, and we will get to that soon. Um, all right, so to once again return to the campaign, we have, let me run this up a bit. So we have the party standing at the entrance to the all too familiar cave, and um, you can hear sounds coming from it, but none of you currently speak the language. So it is unable to. You're unable to really tell what they're saying or any type of context about any of that. So, well, first of all, Gully, are you still enlarged? Or if you're not, are you re-enlarging? I just want to make sure I have your token right. From the Lionel attack, I would about an hour. Okay. Um. All right. So let me boot you back down a little bit. Yes, it has been longer than a minute. Can I? Hold on. Oh, I gotta shrink on this one. All right. Gully is what Gully wants to be, and I don't think anyone is going to tell him he's not. But intimidating nonetheless. All right. So actually, I guess the first point of order, just as a precautionary measure, is everyone give me a fresh initiative. So this is a common thing for our players, but for the viewers, one of the things that in order for the sake of brevity, what I do is when you roll initiative, especially if there are going to be very close-knit encounters, the initiative stands for the sum of the encounters. Um, all right, so let's see. 22 for you and 5 for Chimkin. All right. And then everybody be Chimkin. Uh, yes, Leo. Hmm. Yes. Okay. So the fog cloud that was dropped, was that, just to refresh me, was that during the Lionel attack or was that as a last action? Okay. So you know what? Let me see if I can just get a 20 radius fog. All right. I'm sorry. Let me get a radius on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. And given the time at which you consumed, it is something that's going to carry you through the remainder of the day, because the 10, 15, 20. All right, and then I'm just going to put a tint on this. All right, an aura tint. Make sure I got this right. No, that is way too big. All right. And you know what? Just for good measure, I'm going to make it square just to make it super easy. And wait, is it a 20-foot radius or 20-foot? 20-foot radius. Okay, so we're doubling this. Come on. All right, 10, 15, 20. 15, one more square. Mm-hmm. Uh, no, it's pretty safe to say at this point that they are unaware of your presence. Okay, so okay, so if I'm assuming this is where you want the fog to be. If it's not, I've made it fully controllable. You can adjust it to where you want it to be. Okay, so the fog itself is like traveling into the cave. Okay, you got it. All right. So once the fog starts rolling into the cave, the tones of voices that you're starting to hear within the cave start to become a little bit more agitated. Um, you know what? I'll say if needed. If not needed, feel free to pass. But if needed, I'm going to give everyone one turn before things start emerging from the cave. At this point, you can hear like the voices are starting to become a little bit louder, a little bit agitated, a little bit curious as to why this fog is incoming into the cave. Mhm. Mhm. Sounds good. All right, sounds good. And to elaborate on Gully's question, you have not understood anything that they have said, but that doesn't necessarily indicate that there aren't multiple languages known. It's simply the language that they're communicating in. Um, but yeah, just kind of like putting that out on the table. Okay, so we have Gully in position. As your action, are you going to hold any action, or are you just going to pass on it? Okay. Child as in human child, or child as in youthful appearance? Okay. All right. So held action of attack for non-youthful appearing target. Lido, are you taking an action, holding an action, or passing? Okay. So if it is something that you believe to be a predetermined enemy, you will release your held action with your short bow. Got it. And Deacon, how about you? Oh, that's right. Okay. Good catch. Okay. And, and Gully has indeed brought up a very interesting point about the denseness of the fog. Uh, but we will see how that pans out. Um, and let me just get a couple things set up. That is a okay. So you can hear the trotting and very familiar sound of multiple footsteps, as well as the specific sound of the footsteps are flesh to stone. Not so you know, like they're not wearing boots or any type of armored uh, articles on their feet. It's very like skin slapping as they start rushing out of the town, out of the cave. I'm sorry. Hmm. Uh-huh. You did see a golden figure. Yes. Well, I if I remember correctly, I simply narrated that it was a potentially a bipedal creature of golden color. Yeah. But keep in mind, I did not say a golden creature. I said of golden color. Wait, which will make perfect sense in about 2 seconds. Okay. Yes. Bark, bark, I'm a dog. Okay. Um, so first thing that pops out is let me see, let me pop these open. First three da, 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 layer token. Bam. Okay. So Gully, you see three yellow colored Lizalfos first file out of the cave. Um, which one is your target for your held action? Mhm. Okay. All right. So we will say that the closest one has come out first, and make your attack. And that would be a safe assumption. There we go. All right. Mm-hmm. Well, hold on. We're just doing the held action. Yeah, simply the held action right now. Um, no, just yeah. Okay. So we'll do 17, 25 and 20 both hit. We're looking at 20 plus another 20, so we're looking at 40 points of damage. And 40 points of damage. Okay, so that first one is definitely looking worse for the wear. Just give me a quick sec. Uh, all right, let me give it the proper. Where's not? All right. Well, yeah. Oh, wait, okay. I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working. There we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So you just cleave into this thing, causing massive amounts of damage, and it just like screams out in this primordial fear as the you can see like the singe marks across the chest from your sword attack. And Leto, your held action, given the fog, I'm going to have it being made at disadvantage. Um, and that being the first one that came out will be the same target. So give me an attack roll. 20 will hit. Not bad for a disadvantage. So Gully, you witness just through the fog a an arrow just like whizzes by your head and like sinks into the yellow Lizalfo. And okay, wait. Withheld actions now completed. A well, are you calling that out to Gully? All right, so these Lizalfos are now after that 3 more appear, and let me get some actual turn orders going on these guys now. There is currently nothing to react to. Hold on, I'm gonna put this. Hold on, where'd that file go? Did I? All right, hold on, let me get. All right, just about ready. And actually, I'll zoom out a second. All right, so as I said, 3 Lizalfo, 6. I'm sorry, 6 Lizalfos have come out. A little bit. I mean, it is a tight cave, and you've been here in the past, and you recognize that they were really just kind of like jammed in there. But if Gully and Lito do recall, between the last time you were there, there was a between the party um and Pebbles, you were about 5 of there were about 5 of you in the place, if I do remember correctly. So although it might have been a little bit cramped, it is doable. And let me get some initiatives on these guys. Let me just make sure I got them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right. So yeah.
That's where it goes.
So for those not picking up on this, Lido has a very uh, unique relationship with Pebbles. But all right, so did the background disappear? So. All right, for real. All right, so I'll work on getting back the grass, but until then, we will start at the top of the order, and we will go to this Lizalfo here, who you know what? It's gonna make. Can he? Oh, that's okay. I'm looking at. That's what you saw, Deacon. You saw a golden light. Yes. As these Lofos come out, you can tell that each of them has this a 15-foot radius of dim light around each of them. Yeah. So you kind of like you when you were looking into the cave, that's what you saw. Is you saw all of their different kind of like auras moving around. Um, okay. So this one is going to make a standing leap in a random direction, being stuck in the fog. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's how far does this leap take it? Up to 30 feet. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So this one is going to hop out, and it does take it outside of the fog. That is the first line without the fog. I'm not sure how visible it is. So, Deacon is next, and what would you like to do? Mhm. You don't. The fog is in the way. I'm still trying to find a way to get the fog back up. But because the fog is in between, yeah, you would still have to make that a disadvantage. The fog. Mhm. All right. So let me see. Let me get. Okay. So make your attack at disadvantage and aiming towards the entrance to the cave. Okay. All right. Okay. So this arrow, you kind of like you release the bolt, and it flies into the fog. And unfortunately, you yield. You hear no response that would indicate that you have made a connection with anything. But you do you kind of hear the you hear the sound of it going into the cave, and kind of it bounces off of the wall before it hits the ground. And when that happens, you hear um, another sound coming from within the cave. Not necessarily something of a specific language, more just like a confused grunt of something that is still within there. Yes, as well as Lido. Hmm. All right. Yeah. As you're approaching it, you would see the light, and even though it's obscured by the fog, now that you're right next to it, you come face to face with this Lizalfo, and it is just you can feel like the thickness of the dampness of its breath just looking and breathing on you. Mhm. No, if you're right next to it, then you would get a good view of it. Like Gully's attacks weren't at disadvantage. And 20 will do the trick. Mhm. Wonderful. Okay. So as it's like standing over you, just breathing down on you, you look it just straight in the eye and just kind of lift up in like a straight angle your crossbow and just unleash a bolt, getting it right underneath the jaw. And with that, we will go to this one who's right next to Gully, and it will make. Oh, actually, let me just check something real quick. Um, okay, so the one next to Gully kind of looks him kind of dead in the face and takes its. Okay. I wanted to make sure it had a melee attack. Um, Takes out its Lysel boomerang and takes a swipe. What it takes a swipe at Gully for an 11, no chance in hell, and then it comes back around for a second attack for 1 point better, and I won't even bother with that question. Does not do the trick, as we will say that they just bounce just right off of Gully's armor. They are of comparable size. They are all medium, just as you currently are. It just hisses at you. And now we go to Leto, who is outside the fog, but has a direct line of sight at one Lizalfo that is outside the fog. All right. All right. Okay. And get the saves. Deck save. Let me. Ooh. All right. So we'll do left to right. A 13, a 19, and a 24. All right. So we're going half damage. Yep. And actually, hold on a second. Let me check something. And that's lightning damage. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So as you call lightning down on them, and although they do kind of like react, the two of them are able to dodge and in a way that they are actively trying to evade the attack. When the light from the lightning bolt subsides, they appear to have taken absolutely no damage. Would you do you want to do a history check on these things? All right, give me a history check. DC 13. You are largely sure that you're positive that they are Lizalfos and that they did not take lightning damage. Okay. All right. Any other functions on your turn? All right. And now we are going to go to the Lizalfo next to Deacon, and they're going to make a double boomerang. No dice, especially with that boost that I say. All right, and now we are at Gully. All right. Okay, so the first one that came out of the cave. Nice. Okay. All right. So 12, 24. That's the magic number. All right. So you have hit the exact number of HP that this one has left, and it just kind of almost like folds in on itself from all of the cleaving damage and just falls down on the ground, dead. 23 definitely hit. All right, and it is 23. All right. So, so Gully is just expertly wielding this flaming sword around, and everyone around him is definitely paying the price for it. As we go to this Lizalfo, let me give a quick check at his intel. Okay, he is smart enough for this, as he's going to move to the other side and flank Deacon. So the
Oh no.
okay, so are you utilizing your reaction on this? Okay, so oh wait, so it is 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so it is within your range. Um, wait. And also keep in mind, in this situation, even if it was disadvantage, even if you were going to impose disadvantage, that would simply bring it down to a straight roll, which the 22 would still take effect, being the first of the two rolls. But either way, so like simply to say, like you did not invoke the ability. This you did not invoke your reaction this turn. But because I don't want to have you like unnecessarily waste this. But yes, a 22 is going to miss, and then it follows up with the second attack. That's also going to miss. Okay. And now, so that will end that Lizalfo's turn. As we go to this one, who is going to make a ranged attack at Gully with the boomerang as well. Oh, I guess from the from the attacks you can tell what kind of creature this is. um, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. All right. So the first boomerang is going to be an 18 on Gully. All right. And then the second attack is going to be a 23. Imposing disadvantage, so the follow-up attack is 16, which is going to miss. Okay. So with that, the Lizalfo misses, and we go to Chimkin. Okay. That is going to be the uh, the middle one, yeah. A 14 will miss. 18 will hit. All right. So it kind of like makes a small scratch in the hide of the Lizalfo as it looks and laughs at the minor gash that has been inflicted upon it. All right. Okay, and now we're going to go to this Lizalfo, who's going to come around. And is Chimkin on ground level? Well, yeah, because she made the attack. All right. So we're looking for the first attack at advantage for flanking. That's going to be an 18 to hit. All right. Excuse me. And that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage as it follows up with the second attack. Mm-hmm. Ooh, 40 points. All right, and it's going to follow up again. And it deals 8 points of slashing, and that will that will kill it. And let me see. And all right, so now we're going to go to yes. So the Lizalfos have taken note of the effect of their fallen brethren as we go to Deacon. Hmm. You got it. Okay, you got it. Well, yeah, because you have a hand crossbow, right? Okay, gotcha. All right, 15 is going to miss. All right. So now we're going to go to this Lizalfo here, who's going to make. Hmm, okay. He's going to simply make a boomerang attack. Wait, is he still at advantage? That's going to miss. And this follow-up attack is going to miss as well. And now we go to Toledo. Okay. Oh wait, I can't do that. Okay. Uh, can. Let me find a token. Okay. So you know what? Okay, there's one. And there's the other. And what size are they? All right. Okay. So, uh, you know what? I'll just put them over here for reference because I'm not sure how much they're going to get used. Um, but like as a point of reference, they are on the map. Okay. All right. And does the giant eagle have an action for it, or we need to make a roll for it? I'm bringing up the card now. Okay. Okay. I wanted to make sure that it didn't have a like grapple ability. So we're going to still make the checks on that. All right. So give me initiatives for these eagles. All right. 6 for the one, and what's wait, 3 and 3? No, no. Okay, give me one more initiative. Or did they share an initiative? Okay, so we'll leave them both 6. All right. Okay. So let me get them properly in the initiative order, which is going to be right after Gully. Okay. So that sounds good. That's actually not that far down the line. All right. So any other actions left on your turn? All right. But you have them. Okay, I can move now. You have them like appearing. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Okay. So they are currently how high up above them are they? Okay. Gotcha. All right. So we're going to go to the Lizalfo by Deacon, and then we're going to go to Gully. And the first one's going to, wait, is it? Yeah. Same thing as before. Advantage attack. All right, so 22 is going to hit for 5 points of slashing damage. Takes damage from the Agathis, and 16 misses, right? All right. Yes, because it has uh, horribly, horribly low health right now. Um, yes. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go to Gully. All right. And let me move this guy to the back. Okay. So the attack of opportunity will be dirty 20 will hit, and 6 points. Slashing. All right. And what's that? All right, hold on. I'm lagging just a slight bit. And okay, so all right, so now the damage is coming through, and the one between you and Deacon. All right, that will definitely do it. Yes. Really? Hold on, let me fix it.
I'll use the rest of my movement to get behind this one on the other side of Deacon.
All right, so better now.
All right. How about now, Crimson? Can you hear us?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I
All right,
apologize.
so
I apologize for the technical difficulty.
all right, so yeah, I'll move over here and go to this other one. Oh, nat 20.
Woo!
Buddy.
He's on fire, literally and metaphorically.
And if I smite this one, that will be doubled as well.
Hell yeah.
So we are going to do that. 4d8.
What level smelly?
Just
What
level 1.
level? Okay.
Just level 1.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so goddamn. So
7. So 45. That's correct.
all right,
Damn.
that was a hell of a hit. Okay, so it takes a massive chunk of damage out of its
Still
health bar.
there?
What's that?
You still there?
Barely.
Okay, well, let's smack him with the shield then. Bonus action. For 7 more points of damage.
All right, 7 more points. Never hurt
Oh,
you.
what the heck? You know what? We'll smite him with that and use my last one.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
There we go.
All right. He is hanging on by a thread.
Son of a biscuit.
By a thread. All right. And yeah. So we have 3 Lizalfos left on the field, and then we go to the Eagles.
So Eagle number 1 is going to grab that guy.
Okay. I
So
need
it's
uh
athletics versus your dex or athletics, I believe.
all right. I'll throw the dex in there to contest. Mm-hmm.
That's a 21.
Okay. I am as you grapple this Lizalfo, It is going to take some lightning damage. 8 points of lightning
That's
damage.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So he will grab him, and then since he was 20 feet up, he went down 20. So he'll bring him 40 feet straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And then hold there.
And then just hold.
No. Drop
And
that
then-
mofo.
No. It's going to keep going a little higher.
Okay.
Only 40 feet.
That's only
So
4.
the other one is going to grab the other one.
All right. Let me see. We'll do the
Same thing.
contested.
He grabs him.
All right. And he takes the damage of 5 points.
Yeah, you're fine. And 40 feet up.
All right. Oh, wait. No, I misread this. Wait. Is that focus? Any creature that grapples it or is grappled by it takes 2d6 lightning damage and forces the grapple to immediately end.
Oh,
Okay. So I missed that last sentence. Okay, so let's retcon this slightly. So okay, the eagles upon grappling it take the damage, but the grapple does not hold. Okay, so you know what?
Fine.
Let's take it back to the first eagle, the first giant eagle. When the grapple breaks, is there anything you can or want to do?
Well, it has multi-attack.
Okay,
Is the grapple both of them, or is it one of them?
It's one of them.
it's one of them, yeah.
Okay. Then it will get in its face and talon it. Nice big talons in its face. 23 to hit
23 will hit.
or 13 slashing.
All right, and that is that as it has it's still looking okay. Still looking okay.
And then it will just stay there because it just wants to, it can't grab it, so it's just going to attack it.
All right, and then now we're going to go back to the second eagle and
Which
another
tried to
talon.
grab and didn't work.
Yeah. So another talon attack.
Yeah. No.
Okay. And now we are going to go to this guy who is on the brink of death. So he's going to let out a lightning field, and every creature within 15 feet of it must make a con save.
Ooh, spicy.
So that is Deacon and Gully.
I will use my reaction to give myself an advantage on the save.
Ooh.
All right, Gully will take Gully and Deacon will both take half damage of 66
Gee.
lightning damage if that's a factor. So both parties take 13 points of damage.
Okie doke.
And that will end its turn as we go to Chimkin.
Okay. Here, 1 sec. I gotta do the math real quick. Okay. So Chimkin is going to. Honestly, she's just gonna attack the one on the right again. With her actions. So for the right is an attack.
Mhm.
with her beak first. 23 to hit.
23 will hit.
Okay, that's 1d8 plus 5. For her peck, and then her multi-attack, she's gonna she bonks him on the head. She's gonna go in for the claws, give it a nice scrape, but misses with her claws entirely. She's a little big for them.
Very true, very true.
And then she's gonna just fly like 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away.
All right, and so it's going to take 2 attacks of opportunity, one from each guy.
Okay.
And so the first one is, let's just roll them both.
Ooh, that definitely hits.
All
Those
right,
both definitely hit.
all right. So the first one is going to deal 8 points, and the next one is going to deal. Okay, so 16 points to Chimkin.
Alright, and I don't know if this was intentional on your part, but they have fallen for my elaborate ruse. Each of them takes 40 cold damage from as they are dealing damage to Chimkin's temporary hit points.
You're absolutely right. And so one is down, and one is not looking good.
She's gonna point at the one that's not looking good with her wing and like wink at him.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was well played.
Thanks.
All right, so let me clean up my turn order a little bit. All right, so now we are going to go to the one that was just winked at, and it is just fully enraged at this point. And 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, jeez. When it's
So
there's some
just
things
left it.
that I realized I
Both of
could
the
have done
eagles.
all along.
Both eagles just were in range of it, so now they both get attacks, don't they?
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
This thing is just blinded by rage at Chimkin.
So
Nice.
that's a natural 20 for one.
All right.
Excellent.
So 16 points of damage.
Beautiful.
Right. Still
The
up,
other
but
one.
not good.
16?
16 will miss.
Okay.
All right. So this one is now going to let off another lightning field, and this time it is going to hit. Can I? No, the eagles are too far away, but everything else con save.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair. Well played.
Oof.
All right. We got gullies. We got deacons.
One for Chimkin. She gets a +3.
Okay, so everybody.
Oh wait, I just like to say, Gully and Leto, you do both have inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I forgot about Leto. Leto's not within range.
Okay, gotcha. But I'm just saying, like, you guys both have inspirations, so it's a D12 if you want to use it.
Oh, it's a D12. What am I doing rolling again? Yes, I will use that.
Okay. All right. So Gully makes makes the save and will take half damage. Everyone, Chimkin and Deacon have failed. So 27 damage to Deacon and Chimkin, and 13 to Gully.
Oh, waste of inspiration. 27. Boo.
That's pretty good at a 66. That is definitely above average, as we have 2 remaining Lizalfos on the field, and we are at Deacon.
Okay, 1 sec. Dollying up the last of my temporary HP. 150.
This is what it's like to play with a character that has a D10 hit dice, eh? I love it.
Hell yeah. Okay. So for Deku's turn, let's see. Hmm. Sorry, I probably should have thought this. Nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna make some sharpshooter attack rolls and hope that I roll better this time.
All right. They are both looking equally bad, and it's really bad.
Cool.
There's
So I'll
1 point
start
of
with.
hit difference between them.
All right, so I will start with the one that's further away from us. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna just give that a shot. My sharpshooter. 16 to hit. That misses, right?
16 will miss.
All right, fuck it. I'm just gonna make like a normal crossbow attack on the same guy, the one that's further away from us.
You got it.
Fuck. Okay.
All right. So arrows
I'm
just
going to
fly by him.
I'm going to cock my bonus action attack, and I'm going to make another sharpshooter attack
All right.
because I'm now also mad.
Now Deacon's raging.
I throw my crossbow. No.
Oh man. Okay. So anything else for
No,
Deacon's?
that ends my turn.
All right.
No,
You
that's all
okay
I
over
got.
there? What's going on, buddy? I don't usually see you miss like that.
All right, Lita, what do you got?
Yeah, like
So,
literally, like he's still got like electricity. It's like, sorry, it's just like raising all of his hair, so it just looks like he's extra angry.
so
Deacon has
Lito's
gone
going to be
Super
like,
Saiyan 2.
I guess, I guess the main character's got to step in now. And I will walk up to this Zolfo, and I will just put my hand up and cast poison spray at him.
All right.
So it's DC 18 con save or
My
30
God.
points of damage.
Holy shit!
All or nothing, what do we got? Ooh!
Oh, nothing.
The last two are just hanging on.
Then I'm gonna go to the Eagles. Larry, Chuck, hit him.
All right, and there's your command. That one is also dead. Okay, so that concludes your turn. As we go to Gully. All right, we got Gully, and then we got the Eagles. You got this.
Okay. Look, buddy. You know what? I'm tired of smelling you. You need to go.
Yo! Oh my
Nice.
God, dude!
Yeah,
Unstoppable.
Gully pulling out all the stops after watching these attacks. Oh, wrong one. Just obliterates this Lizolfo that I haven't marked. All right, so that one is just dead, and this one next to Leto is still alive. There we go. Okay, I got that right. All right.
All right. So Gully will go over there. It's time for you to join your buddy.
Come on, Gully. Yes. Okay, so how
good
would you
minute,
like
for
to
good
do
minute.
this?
Well, I guess I run over and I just run him right through with the sword, and then slice upward, split him in half.
Oof. And as you slice him in half with your burning sword, its skin sears and crackles as it just both halves just split in opposite directions, and it collapses to the ground.
Oh, hey, Gully.
Hey, how's it going, buddy?
Um,
What was that about? Hero, main character, what'd you call yourself?
I don't. Have you met Chuck and Larry?
Chuck and Larry.
Yes.
Oh, hey Chuck, hey Larry.
Walk, walk. That's Chimkin saying
I
hello.
just got the reference.
Mm-hmm.
I just got the reference. Okay. Okay. So as you are patting yourselves among the back for this battle well fought, through your congratulations, you can hear a very faint voice calling out to you in Common or Hylian from in the cave. It sounds it's difficult to tell the words exactly, because from what you can tell, the voice is a little bit muffled, but just the simply like the structure of the sentence, you can tell that there's somebody in the cave and they know that you're out there and they need your help.
They're running into the cave.
I'm going to cast Greater Invisibility and also run into the cave.
All right. And what about you, Gully?
Well, since how I might not fit, I will not go giant size like I was intending to do, but I'll go in the cave behind them.
Okay.
Chimkin will stuff up the entrance to the cave by sticking herself into it.
Just so you know, this is a trap. We're all about to get blasted.
Okay, so
It's cool.
everyone kind of like funnels into the cave as Chimkin plugs it with her posthumous posterior, and and as she plugs the cave goes completely pitch black.
This was what I was expecting. Can't see a darn thing.
Okay.
What do you mean? I can see just fine.
Yeah, I can see everything.
Can you see this?
I can.
Because I can't.
Do any of us have light?
I can make light.
But do you make it?
Yes. I produce flame.
Okay, actually, hold on. So let me check something to even check if that's completely even necessary.
I bring out.
Okay. Yes. The cave is completely dark. But who has dark vision again?
I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Okay. So so it's not a cave. So I could say the deacon, you can see through it. And what you see is, first you notice two golden shimmering eyes. And then the form starts to take shape as the form is...
to get out of there. Quick, they need to see this. It might be a trap. Sorry.
Okay. And then the form starts to take shape. The form is hiding behind something that is located in the center of the cave. And as Chimkin unplugs herself from the entrance and light permeates the cave, you can see a golden Lizalfo standing behind a tied up female Zora with her mouth gagged.
Ooh.
And of course, arms and legs bound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
this just will not do at all. That's just wrong on too many levels.
So wait, in this time frame, Pebbles Dora?
What?
Maybe not. I was just
You
thinking
know, every Zora you see is not Pebbles.
Well, Pebbles is Goron. So.
Oh, that's definitely not
That's
Pebbles.
Why I was like,
never mind.
Maybe something happened.
Zora, Goron, tomato.
So
Excuse me?
as the light now floods into the cave, you can see that this is not a lightning Lizalfo, but this is in fact. First of all, you recognize that this is a golden Lizalfo, and secondly, you can see on the cave walls that there is very strange iconography, kind of symbols and a set of symbols kind of written on the wall that um, indicate. Wait, who's got the passive of 19? Is
That's
it
me.
Lito? Okay, Lito. When you notice these symbols, you would also notice that these symbols were something that you had seen before, but very quickly dismissed as you had nothing to connect it to, or that you had seen before. But this is These are symbols that you also saw on the catapult that had attacked Hyrule Castle Town.
Ah, they
So
attacked Castletown. I mean, not the one that's side up, but the one behind her. Wait, or is it a him? I should get to
you
meet
should be
more
able to
Zora.
tell.
I only really met Marty, so, and then, I met a couple there, but I should really, hang out with more.
So this another Zora is detained by this golden Lizalfo, and
So, oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
no,
interrupt.
keep going.
Okay.
I gotta fix the camera.
Gotcha. Okay, so since I am invisible and my footsteps are silent because of my boots of Korok kind,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to attempt to sneak behind the Golden Lizalfa.
Okay. Although with you it's largely unnecessary, but just for the sake of it, give me a stealth check.
Okay. I believe being invisible. Hang on, fuck! I forget if that gives me advantage or gives him disadvantage. Give me 1 sec. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I have to look that up. Okay, I'm heavily obscured, so I have advantage, I believe.
Okay.
Hiding. Yeah, dexterity, stealth checks.
Yeah. So although you are heavily obscured and everything, there's still sounds of your steps and
Yeah.
potentially kicking up dirt or maybe even tripping.
Oh,
So
definitely.
so
No,
although
sorry. I'm sorry. I was just figuring out if there were any other things that I had to deal with for the role as well. Sorry.
okay.
But yeah, okay, 30.
30. Okay. You are it's a tight squeeze, but you being a Deku are very adept at fitting into tight spaces and being stealthy. So
Thank you. You're very good at being small. One of me many talents.
okay.
Okay. So, with that being what it is, do I notice it making any obvious gestures? Like, is it trying to threaten this figure, threaten the Zora?
Yeah, so basically what it's doing is it's standing behind the Zora, attempting to use her as a human shield, and
God,
it's kind of like holding her with one hand, and with its other hand has the Lysel boomerang kind of like held to her throat.
gotcha. Okay. Um. Let me think about this real quick.
So, without thinking, Vito will go, cat, and point at the Zora and polymorph her.
Okay.
So it's a DC
Does
18 save.
as unless she consents.
Yeah.
So, do you consent to being polymorphed?
I'm definitely consenting to being polymorphed right now.
All right. Wonderful. What have you polymorphed her into?
She's a cat.
Just okay. So this Zoran form that's standing in front of the Golden Zolvo just shrinks and hits a cat and lands on all four paws, and I would imagine at the very least takes a run for it and situates herself behind your party.
I definitely
And-
am going straight behind the big man in armor.
Okay. So this
As
little cat now hides behind Gully, almost completely obscuring her in cat form, and now you have taken away the only bargaining chip that this Lizolfo had. So
I
No,
subtle
because you're
spell
safe with
mental
us.
prison.
Stay back here.
I need a before surprise attacks. I want to get a dexterity on this, an initiative on this guy. All right, so he's a 19, and since there's really not a lot of area to move in the cave, we'll say that everyone, regardless, is kind of, I want to say, unless you exit the cave, you are within a 20-foot radius. So this particular area we will do as more theater of the mind than anything else. So you want to ambush spell.
I would like to do that, yes.
All right.
Since I was kind of like trying to think of what spell would be ideal, and I have had circumstances avail me.
All right. Actually, with a 22, you are first.
Nice. Okay. So either way, what I would like to do is I would like to subtle spell with one of my sorcery points, mental prison.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna post that in chat. I'm subtle spell, so I don't have to do my my usual incantation. And or any somatic components. Sorry, digging it up to put in chat. So it has to make me a DC 18 intelligence saving throw.
All right. That is a really good stat for you. And it hits the 18.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
It takes 5d10 psychic damage.
All right. So feel free to roll me for the damage.
29.
29. Okay. So, where's the token? There it is. And is that the half damage or the full damage?
That's it takes 5d10 damage as opposed to like, so it takes the full damage. Like,
Okay. So the
save it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So it hits that psychic damage real hard, and anything else for your turn? You're doing greater invisibility right now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, okay. Let's see. I guess I'll just let's see. Gully used his inspiration, so I'll give it back to him.
Sweet. Thank you.
That'll be my action and bonus action. I am my turn.
Okay, you got it. All right, so now we're going to go to this Lizolfo, and first thing it's going to do is
Wait.
Yes.
Before it goes,
Huh?
the cat has not rolled initiative.
Oh, that is true. That is true.
That is
Okay.
very true. Sorry.
That's a good catch. Give me your initiative roll, Fiend.
It's D20 plus 2.
So 10.
8. All right. What is your? Let me see.
Want to know the stat
Okay.
information?
Well, I'm checking because she's running off of her initiative, which is one less, so she actually has. In cat form, her initiative is a 9, but I'm just checking to make sure if there's any. No, the 1 point difference makes absolutely no difference in the initiative order. So technically, she has a 9 right now. When she takes back her physical form, she'll drop to an 8, but it won't change her position in the turn order. All right. So this thing is just going to. Hold on. Oh, that's why. There's a typo there. Okay, got it. Okay. So, it sees nobody within melee range to it right now. So, first attack, it's going to throw the boomerang at Lido.
Okay. Misses.
All right, second one, it comes back. He throws it at Gully. Miss. Back to Lido.
Misses.
Back to Gully.
He'll hit eventually. See? There we go.
All right, 20 hits on Gully.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. So first, it is going to take slashing down. Oh, what the fuck? That is fucking pathetic. We're talking about gold. Okay, whatever. 6 points of slashing damage to Gully. All right, we're gonna unveil some
Which
stuff on this
will
guy.
reduce to 3.
Oh wait, fuck. I'm sorry. I was doing the electric
Wrong
Lizalfo
creature.
card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me alter these with the attack. It has 6 more points, plus 6 more to each of its attacks. So the first attack was a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so that's going to Lido. And that is 7 points of slashing. The second one to Gully is a 21. That's going to hit.
We'll runic shield that.
Okay. And so Runic Shield puts it at disadvantage? Or it absorbs the damage?
It forces it to reroll.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
So I'm gonna reroll that for.
Still a cat.
Okay, so the reroll's a 28.
That definitely hits.
Okay. So the second attack onto Gully is there's acid damage too. 11. Okay, so 16 points of damage.
Alright, so we'll take all that acid and then half the slashing.
All right. I'm gonna get this card right, I swear. Third attack is back to Lido, and that's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah.
And that is 14 slashing and 8 damage for 22 points.
Ew.
And then the fourth attack was to Gully, and we're already sitting on 6 points of slashing damage, but there is a difference of 8 points of acid and 7 more points of slashing.
So the cat's not a cat anymore.
All right, so
Right.
so this new Zora retakes her form in front of in front of, I'm sorry, behind Gully. And does anybody speak either Lysel or Blinn?
I unfortunately do not.
Okay. So it says something in a very coy way, and its eyes kind of like almost dart to behind Gully, but with that, its turn ends. All right, and we go to Leto.
So first of all, the eagles are gone too.
Yeah. Let me get that.
Six.
Let me clean that up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. You know what? Yeah, it's time. Leto is good. Bear.
It's Leto time.
Bear time.
All right. So Leto Druid shapes to a bear.
Trying to find my statistics for it real quick. Not a boar. There we are. Okay. So the bear is going to walk up and bite and claw its face.
All right.
So where is me bear? My bear everywhere. My bear. There we go. There, bear. 13.
13 will miss.
Do you technically have flanking advantage since I am behind him? I have no idea if that is appropriate, but I'm just asking out of curiosity.
You know what? Since you've both declared melee attacks, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So we'll do that one more time. Goes even further out of the way. So I'm gonna go in for the bite instead. How about a 27?
A 27 will hit.
12 points of slashing from the bear bite.
Okay, and all right, so 12 points of damage. Hold on a second. Okay, so rules lawyer question.
Lay it on me.
Are these considered magical attacks?
Yes, my attacks are.
Yeah, that's part of your level up process, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right, I do want to make sure.
Everything.
Magical, wonderful. Okay, so you slash into it, and even in the darkness, it seems almost inconsequential to it. Okay, so anything else for your turn?
No.
All right, so now we're going to go to Gully.
Ah, you fiend. I can't force you to stop your evil ways, but my sword can. And I invoke my vow of enmity.
All right.
And with that, since I cannot get in flanking, I give myself advantage for the next minute. And I will head over to this mofo and swing. Does a 26 hit?
A 26 does hit.
All right. Swing again.
Huh. Okay, so 12 points of
Yeah, that
damage.
was another nat 20.
Wait a minute, let me get that straight. Minus 20. Okay, minus 12. Got it. Wait.
And then the second one.
Hold on a second. Oh, my personal chart wasn't updating. Wait a minute. Golly, your rolls aren't coming through.
Yeah.
Son of a biscuit. Well, the first one's a 26 with 14 and 5.
All right, so that's all right.
And then the second one was a nat 20, so 30 total.
All right, 30 will hit.
And then so the damage on the first one was 16 plus 8. So that's what, 24 damage. And then the fire from the sword was 9 plus 3, so an additional 12.
4 and
And I highly doubt this is going to be effective, but we'll do it anyway. And I smack him with the shield as well.
all right. And there is nothing to boost that shield to magic, I assume.
Not at the moment.
Okay, so as you hit him with the shield, you just it does not deal the intended effect.
I didn't think it would. We'll have to work on that. All right. And that's all I got for this turn.
All right, so Ifine, you are up.
I am going to take the chance to stand up. Still slightly cowering and hunched. But I am going to stay behind and cast a ray of frost at the creature. He's been tormenting me.
Ray of Frost, 19 will hit. And 2 points of cold damage. All right.
And its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of its next turn. My next turn, sorry.
So as the ray of frost hits you, you can see these just like little, almost cold veins starting to like work its way up its legs. And Chimkin is unfortunately out of this fight.
Yes, freeze him some more. Give him more of that.
As we go to the top of the order with Deacon.
Okay. One sec. Oh, sorry, I was hearing like noises outside. Okay. So, how much space is there around our the one that we knew as the hostage? Like how much like clear space is there in the general area?
Well, she had started out when she took her normal form from a cat. She was behind Gully, and then Gully moved up a couple of feet to make a melee attack. So, I would imagine out of like the entire party, she's probably the closest one to the entrance to the cave. But she is still within the I want to say 25-foot radius of the cave itself.
Gotcha. So out of curiosity, is there like a like say a 5-foot like straight line between her and like us right now?
Define us. So
Like
right now,
any other solid character, like just like space.
like empty space.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. So like it's right now. You and Lido are flanking with the Luzolfo, and Gully is to the side, but still within melee range. And then I want to say about 10, 15 feet further away from Gully is where Athena is standing.
Okay, you said 15?
Yeah, let's say 15.
Okay, so in front of Athene,
Mhm.
I'm going to okay, I'm going to say from behind this Golden Lizolfo. Sorry, one sec. I have to pull up my. Okay. Is it concentration? No, it's not concentration. Okay. So Dekun, like even for being invisible, his fingertips start to glow a bit as he says his incantation, every shade of friend I've made. And he like claps his hands, and a prismatic wall separates Athene from the rest of the battle. Keep in mind, you can walk through this. But here, I'm gonna dump what prismatic wall does. So for starters, okay, so it's a shimmering, multicolored plane of light that forms a vertical, opaque wall from like one side of the cavern to the other. It remains in place for the duration, which is 10 minutes, and it sheds bright light out to a range of 100 feet, dim light for an additional 100 feet. Me and creatures I designate, which is my party at the time that I cast a spell, can pass through and remain near the wall without harm. If another creature that can see the wall moves to within 20 feet of it or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or become blinded for 1 minute. The wall consists of 7 layers, each with a different color, and if the enemy attempts to reach in or pass through the wall, it does so 1 layer at a time through all the wall's layers. We can get to that if it tries to touch it, but for now we have a safe haven behind this wall. Anyway, sorry, that's a lot of text.
But it is important text.
Yes. So basically, if it tries to touch it, it takes a bunch of damage. It takes different kinds of damage, depending on how many dexterity saving throws it successfully makes. A layer can be destroyed in order from red to violet. Do you want me to? So basically, do you want me to go over what each of the layers do?
We'll run it if we come to it.
That's what I thought so. Okay. But yeah.
Can it be thrown into it?
Welcome to my plan.
Great minds think alike.
We are now in a wrestling match. Okay. So, that is my action for my turn. And for my bonus action, let's see. I will give our new our new acquaintance an inspiration for Athene to wrap it up. And then I will conclude my turn.
Okay. So since this is the first time me running this particular character card, I eat my mistakes. If I miss something, whatever. But I'm going to make a reference to more to the attack of Gully. It took the full fire damage from your attack. However, I will say as you hit the attack, you realize that it did not take the full attack. That it was resistant to the fire aspect of your attack. I still factored in the full attack because again, that was my miss. But it was something that you noticed when making the attack. Okay. So let's see. So the moment that you cast this attack and Deacon, the moment you cast the spell and you know your appendages start to glow and you verbalize the words.
My cover is almost certainly blown, yes. I'm still invisible, so he does have disadvantage on attempting to hit me.
He's going to make an attack roll as an attempt to grapple.
Okay.
Let me just make sure. Okay. I probably should have done the other one. 17. No dice?
I can use acrobatics, right?
Yeah, you can contest that with either or.
Okay. 20.
Okay.
So I think I win this one.
You do. But now it is also very sure of your location.
Fair.
So it is going to, as like your feet like scuffle to dodge the grapple, you see its jaws open, and probably not the best attack against Deacon, but whatever, he doesn't know that. And acid just starts pouring out of its mouth in a cone in your direction, and I need a
Nice.
dex save.
Okay. Well, I mean, it is golden, so I probably need a high dex save, so let's fingers crossed here. 23.
You make the dex save, taking half of 8d6 acid damage.
God damn.
Okay. So half is 13 points.
Okie doke.
Is greater invisibility concentration?
Yes, it is, so I do have to make that roll. Here. Let me make a constitution saving throw. I fail. Greater invisibility is now up. He can now see me covered in stinky acid.
So as you mostly dodge the breath of this acid breath attack, enough of it hits you and startles you to the point that eventually you do return to visible form as some of the acid just kind of like coats and drips off of your body. And you can hear him repeat the statement that he said when Afine took her physical form. And you know what? They word this in such a horrific way. Okay, so that is 2 of its attacks as it turns to both Lido and Gully are still within melee range, right? Yeah. So it's going to make a tongue snap attack at Gully. And it's going to crit.
And we're going to runic shield that.
Okay, so we're going to re-roll that.
Reroll.
Well, it definitely isn't going to roll better.
Not a crit.
Okay, not a crit. All right, there you go. Okay, so let's see the damage instead this time, which is only 7 points of bludgeoning and 4 points of acid.
4 acid and half the bludgeoning.
So that's 1, 2, 3. And then the final attack is going to try to slash Lido with its boomerang. That's the only one it has an intent.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a 24, and that's going to be 10 slashing and 2 acid.
Okay.
All right, so it's just like whirlwind attacking. Probably still trying to get like a feel for the party as it has not settled on who is it's going to put its focal point on yet. But that will resolve its turn as we go to Lido.
Oh, I have an inspiration
So
I can use.
I move to flank with Gully?
I think Deacon's I think oh wait, no, you were flanking with Deacon and now you're flanking with Gully.
Yes.
Okay, so you're kind of like moving to a different corner.
Yes. Okay. And I'm going to scratch you with my claws because I hate you. It's a 24 hit.
A 24 does hit.
9 points of claws to your face.
All right, 9 points.
Next we go for the bite. I'm thinking a 16 probably doesn't hit.
A 16 does not hit.
So I'm going to use my inspiration. Does a 21 hit?
A 21 does hit.
Okay. And 13 points of biting damage.
All right, it's still looking okay.
Okay.
All right, and now we go to Gully, who is flanking with Lido.
So I am going to first give myself advantage on stream saves and stream checks. So I am going to invoke Giant's Might and say all my catchphrase and go big and grow.
All right, so you have now grown to a length where you're not hitting the top of the cave by any
Good.
means, but you could probably touch it if you put your hands up.
Okay, good, because I didn't check that first. So now
You're
with
kind of like
that,
Hagrid at this point. You're like, Lido.
oh, good. All right, so not quite touching the top, but close. All right, so with this enlarged size, I'm going to attempt to grab this mofo,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to ram him into the
Wall.
big wall,
All right, so
prismatic wall.
give me your grapple.
So it's strength check, right? Right, just a regular strength check, right?
Yeah,
Athletics.
contested either,
It's
Where's
athletics for you.
Athletics.
Oh,
wait, athletics for me or him?
For you.
You.
He can use dex. His can use acrobatics or
Boom.
acrobatics.
And since my giant form gives me that advantage, there we go.
Okay, so he is grappled, and you are going to slam.
Yep, slam him into the prismatic wall.
Oh, okay. Into what is the damage type on the prismatic wall?
So, I'm assuming you're going to try and push him through all the layers of it?
Absolutely.
Okay, so, step number 1, red. The creature takes 10d6 fire damage on a failed dexterity saving throw. So, also he's blinded. So do give me a DC 18 Constitution saving throw for that blinding effect because he's getting within 20 feet of
Oh,
it.
wait, hold on. Okay,
Can't be
there's a
grappled
lot
either.
of things that are coming into play here. So let's take this step by step. First of all, let's determine position. Gully is 15 feet from the wall because the wall was placed in front of a fiend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how is the wall like just 5 foot thick?
Yeah, but remember I moved over to the guy.
The wall is
Yeah.
1 inch thick.
Okay, so all these layers are condensed within 1 inch. Okay,
Yes.
got it. Okay, yeah. When Gully, you were within melee range. When a fiend was 15 feet from you, you were within melee range to the to Lizolfo, and that position hasn't changed. So okay, yeah. So you have this. You have the speed to get through the wall. Okay, so that is set and understood. Okay, so now let's take the layers one by one.
So, first step, within 20 feet, Constitution saving throw, DC 18 to not be blinded.
Okay. Not blinded.
Okay. Second, Dexterity saving throw. Here, 1 second. Okay, so.
Should I'll hold my reaction.
Alright, so.
For
Dexterity saving throw, for 10d6 fire damage. Okay. That's alright. Second, Dexterity saving throw for 10d6 acid damage.
Are these pass fail or half damage?
Let's see. Half damage. Half as much unsuccessful.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, I still have to roll it. I didn't realize that. Okay.
No, it's okay. You know what? We'll figure it out at the end. Right now we have the 2 layers of dex saves. The first 2 are okay.
Okay, cool. So, let's see. And then layer 3, yellow, 10d6 lightning damage on a failed save. So another dex save. All right. And then we have green, 10d6 poison damage on a failed save. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
And
You know
then we
what?
have
Here.
blue, 10d6 cold damage on a failed save. All right. And then we have indigo. If it fails, it is restrained.
Okay, and that's dex save as well?
Yes.
All right.
God. Okay. And then indigo, and then violet. Once again, one more dexterity saving throw to avoid being blinded again.
Wasn't that a con save?
No, this is the last 7th layer.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Dex save against blindness.
If he passes on this one, I'm gonna use my. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So now that he failed the last one,
It's going to use its legendary resistance to pass.
Okay. That's pretty good. Okay.
God
So
darn it.
let's see. That should be 50 d6 myriad damage types. Or do you want me to?
We're okay. So it has resistance against all of those damage types except poison.
Okay.
So we'll so it
we're gonna roll poison separately, and then
yeah.
we'll roll all of the other ones clumped together, and we'll take a quarter of that.
Yeah.
So for poison, he takes 16 points of poison damage. So and then this will be fun if you have automated dice rolling on. He'll take 1/4 of 130 damage.
Wow. All right. I'm going to break out the calculator for this. Although I could probably do my head quicker. Okay, so 30, 65, 7.
Is the prismatic wall still there, or is it gone now?
No, it's still there.
Oh, okay. That was his first attack. He's going through this again.
Let me see. Okay, it takes 32 points of damage. Not counting the not counting the poison.
Fair.
All right. How much movement do you have? 5, 10, 15. So it's 20 to get onto the other side of the wall, and you just need another 5 points. Okay. So yeah, you would have enough space, and there is absolutely no way that it can make it a second way through. Because it succeeded in every single one of these rolls and still took 30. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's do these rolls.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, wait, but
Right.
wait, wait.
Doing my Hulk impression, I go to slam him again into the wall.
So question. After this round, do you have enough movement for a third pass through?
Let's see. Technically, yeah.
Okay, so there
The
is
only reason I say technically is because I moved. Well, yeah, he can. Yeah, he can potentially. But I only have a bonus action left, so I probably wouldn't be able to do it a third time.
one. Okay, that's what I'm asking. If a third pass, if there's a third, if there's a possibility to do a third pass through, we'll just call it here.
I can't do a third pass through on this turn, so no, sorry.
Okay, so then let's run it.
So just
All
so I'm
right.
clear, you're bringing it back across, like, opposite of a fiend, right? Like,
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Awesome.
Okay, so you
Okay.
know what?
All right.
I'll just start
Give
with the
me
rolls.
7 dex saves. Yeah, just give me 7 dex saves.
All right.
When you get to the poison one, if he passes that one, I'm gonna make him re-roll that one.
5, 6,
Sounds good.
7. Which number's the poison?
Let me find that out. I think it's number 4.
Oh, he didn't. What's the DC on this?
18.
Ooh,
Hang on.
1, 2, 3. He failed 3 of them. You know what? We're good.
Okay.
We are good.
This isn't how I planned to use my encounter ending spell, but it was clearly what was necessary.
Oh my god, that was awesome. Okay, so
Yeah.
so this thing is just like it starts off taking a good number of hits. It's very tanky, and it starts just wielding all this arsenal of weaponry, between acid breath to tongue snapping to chucking, slapping people around with boomerangs. And when it thinks it finally gets the upper hand, Gully just grabs it by the throat and starts running with it. And Gully, how would you like to do this?
Well, I would like to, basically just kind of visualize this as, the second pass through of this dude. He just kind of almost like melts into this barrier from all these different types of damage that he's taking, and he just gets smushed into it. And there's just this gelatinous goop that trails down this barrier to the ground.
Oh, beautiful work, Gully. Thank you. This
Yeah,
would not have been possible without you.
you're quite welcome. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Hell yeah.
That was incredible. And I will say, given the massive amount of elemental damage that this thing has suffered, as Gully says, it has, in large part, just deteriorated into just this gooish just sack of its former self. However,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
however, in your prior dealings with golden creatures, you have a pretty firm grasp on when a golden creature is defeated and killed, it reverts back to its silver form, as it is no longer containing the blessing of whatever goddess has infused it. However, this golden Lizalfo, does not revert back to its silver form upon death. So, you are in this cave. You are now coupled with a new Zora amongst you. What is the first thing that you would like to address? And also pointing out the just to remember remember the party that there is there are strange cave paintings on the wall, and there is also Pebble's inventory.
I'm sorry, that might have been a little bit gross and disgusting, but hopefully you're okay and nothing got splashed on you.
Oh no, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, good,
Thank
good,
you
good.
all so much.
No, you're quite welcome. Hi, my name is Gully.
It's
Leto, Deacon. I'll let them
Hi.
introduce themselves.
It's
Um,
a pleasure to
you
meet
see-
you all.
You see a small Deku child poke his head through the rainbow wall, and then he reaches a hand through and waves at you. Hi, meet Deku. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, I say, waving back.
Hey, Deacon, you can probably release the spell now.
Nope, I can't. It's just
Oh.
there for 10 minutes. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. It looks pretty.
It
Well,
does.
it did
Much
look
brighter
pretty.
in here.
So there's little like skin chunks just kind of like floating in it.
Little bits of just like combust, like little tiny fiery bits.
You'll have some stuff sizzling from acid.
Sorry you had to see that.
It's really alright.
How did you end up here? How did they get you?
This is going to sound really stupid, but I ran into one and I think I went unconscious.
Well, that's not stupid at all. They probably knocked you out, so it's okay.
Happened to me plenty of times.
Yeah, nothing stupid about that at all.
Oh, phew, thank you.
What matters is that you're safe now.
Well, how do you feel? I mean, do you need a potion or anything? We have a couple.
Yeah, we have potions, food, all that stuff if you need.
Thank you, but I'm alright, really.
Okay, fair enough.
You guys
This
alright?
might seem kind of random, but do you know anything about these paintings or anything on those cave walls here?
I'm going to have a look at them.
All right.
See if I recognize them at all.
Give me an for this Arcana check.
Okay. Yeah, 13.
With that, it has a lot of kind of almost like red. The majority of the symbol itself is kind of surrounded in this crude red paint. It might be something made from berries. It might be something made of blood. But it seems that the more important thing, which seems unfamiliar to you, to a fiend, but maybe not to Leto, is that there is an upside down purple triangular shape in the center of the design. Do you recall where you saw that sign prior, Leto? It was during the prologue, close to the end. I'll happily tell you. Oh, that's right. Deacon might remember it too. I don't know if Deacon saw it.
I didn't see it, but I remember what you're talking about.
Okay. It was the exact symbol that was on the hilt of the blade that Leto found in Fat Tony's house. Specifically in the room that was Reginald was sleeping in. the one definitive item that you lost possession of at the conclusion of the prologue. You are now seeing that symbol on this wall in the room where a golden Lizalfo does not revert back to its silver form. And this is the same symbol that was also on the catapult that attacked the castle.
Damn, Reggie's out for blood.
So, yeah, that's in there. But what would you like to do next?
Can I try to practice that for a couple minutes to see if I can get it into my handwriting forgeries?
Yeah. In fact, would you even do you have the inventory that you could even just what's that called? Like do an etching?
Yeah, I should have the stuff. I have a forgery kit and tools and stuff. So
yeah. Okay. So you know what? I would say that this, in order to trace it and just kind of taking your time to get as as much detail as you possibly can. I'll put it at the better part of an hour. So while you're doing this, if anybody else wants to take the benefits of a short rest.
Nice.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that would be good. Holy moly. I did not action surge.
Ooh.
I forgot about that. I can do too much stuff now. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually going to use some hit die here.
All right. So an hour passes, and benefits of a short rest are received.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Because had never changed out of being a bear.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going to do a perimeter search in here and see if there's any other weird smells or anything else that might be lingering. Just seems out of place.
Let me give it. I was actually planning on doing something incredibly tragic in this cave. Considering doing something incredibly tragic, but no. You get very definitive sense pickup. You get just like the dirty, musky scent of the Lizalfos. You can kind of pick up a concentration of scent from a fiend where they were kind of keeping her bound up in in one of the corners of the cave before the Golden Lizalfo took her as a hostage. And other than that, it's really just a little bit more kind of damp than you remember it. Specifically, with something that things that you are doing with your character right now, it might strike you as this might be a good place to possibly grow mushrooms. But that's really about it.
And after that, Aerolito is going to go raid Pebble's stash.
All right.
Not being gentle at all.
Are you doing this in non-gentle bear form or non-gentle Lido form?
Non-gentle bear form.
All right.
But first, because the fact that I look at a fiend since she's Zazora, does she have a tunic on?
Like any
Goron
tunic
ones
or a specific tunic?
No. Like the Goron one that basically Pebble sold to us when we first got here.
No, she is not wearing a Goron tunic, but there are Goron tunics present in the stash.
And I will grab one as much as I possibly can, drool on it, and bring it over to her, drop it, and then go back.
Okay. So Leto in bear form brings Athene a tunic. This red tunic with kind of like Goron insignia on it. So in this campaign for everyone, which I don't believe I've gone into depth of explaining, there are every major race and area has a tunic, and that tunics are specifically designed for helping non-native races exist more comfortably in that area. So let me bring it up. So for example, where
people who are used to being in the water,
yeah,
might not like it as much.
Yeah, so the Goron tunic, which is what Leto has just handed Athene, specifically is designed for non-Gorons to not take fire damage while traveling around Death Mountain, which is for Pebble's business. It is something very good because as any non-Goron would seek to travel up Death Mountain, the heat is definitely something that people do not want to suffer.
Thank you, I guess. Leto, was it?
Roar. And you just see Bear Butt walking away.
Bear butt. Is that EAR or ARE? Kind of both, I guess.
Use your imagination.
This bear has a baboon butt.
Listen, a lot of different damage types got thrown around. I mean, a little bit of acid can burn a little bit of hair. I'm just saying.
Emphasis on the ass.
All right. So then you return to the stash of Pebbles' goods.
Just raiding to see what I can find.
Okay. So you know what? Are you looking carefully or are you thrashing?
I'm looking carefully at first.
Okay. For careful looking.
The biggest thing that I'm hoping to find, because the fact that I just need something important. I'm looking to see if by chance she has a diary hidden somewhere.
A diary. Okay. Looking for something specific. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Check. I'm in bear form. Let's see what I have as an investigate. Well, no, it's actually my stats, so that's okay.
Can the bear find a diary?
That's a 19.
Okay, 19. So you are largely positive that there is not a diary present.
Okay, then I'll just look for anything.
You find a book, but as you kind of like nuzzle it open with your nose, you realize it's simply a financial ledger.
Put that to the side for later.
Okay, so what is your next objective with this pile?
To be honest, I don't remember everything that she had.
Well,
does Athene have a weapon on her? I look back.
Are Athene's belongings in here anywhere?
I was going to ask that. Can I find my gear?
So on you like when the Lizalfos searched you, they neglected to notice your arcane focus, your tear-shaped arcane focus, so that remained on you. But yeah, very adjacent to, or I'm sorry, on the opposite side of the cave where Leto picked up like the bulk of your scent, is a secondary, much smaller pile that would be the inventory that they took from you.
Okay. I'm going to head over there, crouch down, pick up my things, sling a crossbow across my back, put 2 daggers back into the bag that I've probably chucked out of, and sling it over my shoulder.
All right, sounds good.
Is everything there? They didn't take anything, did they?
I don't believe so, luckily.
Good. Perfect.
So where were you headed to run by these parts? Headed up to Goron Village or something?
I honestly don't know why I was over here.
You feel that every day. Well, honestly, nothing. I mean, Goron Village is a pretty nice place to visit if you want to come with us. We still had some things we were gonna check up there, like we have quests to turn in. That's part of why we came here in the first place. We had gotten quests from Adventurers Guild.
Yes, please, if you're sure you wouldn't mind my company.
No worries. Sound like fun. But yeah. I look to Gully and go. You think we have to claim quest back in Hyrule Castletown, or do you think we claim it back in Goron Village? As I was unable to read the papers, I don't remember where we have to go back to.
I do not remember. Lito, you had the papers. Do you remember? Oh, jeez. How much longer is he gonna be like that?
It's unbearable.
He's holding up 5. Is he trying to say 5 hours?
I can stay
Oh gosh.
as a bear 5 hours if I wanted to.
That's awesome.
Well, okay. Well, we got 4 hours left.
Okay.
Well, since we're here, you want to go ahead and head up to Goron Village?
So at that, I shift back into Lido and I go, so we haven't actually looked to see if guys outside are still there. And we really didn't search that guy, pointing to the Lizalfo. So
I thought we did search. We didn't search?
I've been
Yeah, let's
looking over
search
here.
everything.
Have you guys haven't done anything yet?
Oh, let's
You've been
search
talking.
everything. Well,
Exactly.
I mean, I was healing. I'm sorry. I was a little distracted.
If you would have waited, I could have healed you up.
Well, I didn't know how long you're going to be in a bear form.
Well,
Could have healed
I
you.
barely knew.
Oh, jeez. But I'm cheating.
All right. Okay. So upon examining the golden Lizalfo, just by looking at him, you can tell whatever he might have had on him just completely got demolished. Like you can see that there was
Worth it.
absolutely. But like you notice like he like on his belt there are what appears to be like the top half of some vials that might have been like health potions. You know, his weapon has just been destroyed and distorted beyond repair. And other than that like I mean, you can kind of rummage through him, but it's kind of gonna feel like you're rummaging through like a wet pile of something. There's still the big pile of Pebbles' inventory, and yeah, there are the Lizalfos, the lightning Lizalfos outside, electric Lizalfos.
Search and scour it all.
All right. I wanted to. Okay, so looking through Pebbles' inventory, what is functioning and salvageable at this point?
I know what she has. I pulled it up. I remember what she has now.
You remember what she had,
Still.
and much of it has either been either pillaged or broken, or You know what? Let me take a look at my notes for what she has, because I might be adding a couple things to it. But like you do find I want to say 3 functioning mini bombs. You find a handful of tunics. I want to say six tunics. Let's see what else we got. As you rummage through, you find a lot of like bolts and arrows, but they're all pretty much broken. So they are not useful unless somebody has a way to fix them.
I
Like
can fix them.
mending?
I have mending if you want.
I
So do
do
I.
Okay,
have it.
fine. I have to do it the hard way, but I have the skill proficiencies to fix it and tools.
Okay.
But no, go ahead. Use your magic and just mend it.
All
Be
right.
quick about it.
So everyone that has mending does cast it on it, and you find once it is fully repaired, you find um a about 20 standard arrows, uh 20 bolts, both of which have a quiver on them. And let's check for magic. First, we're going to check for magic fire arrows. There's 2 fire arrows and 2 fire bolts.
You guys mind if I take those bolts?
No, go right ahead.
For you.
Nice. Yoink.
Well,
All right.
you have a quiver for him? That's the question.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I got one.
Okay.
Yep.
Unless,
So since I believe this is the first time we're really talking about elemental arrows and bolts,
Well, did you need the bolts? Could you use the bolts?
Deacon uses bolts. Oh, sorry.
No, no, please take them. I prefer magic anyway.
Okay, just wanted to be fair. Just check and see.
sorry,
No,
not mean to
it's
get ahead of
fine.
myself.
Thank you.
I apologize. But yeah, okay. So the way that elemental magic bolts work and arrows is, they are if you're going to carry them, you have to have the associated quiver. So for example, Deacon has a firebolt quiver. If you attempt to store a magic bolt or arrow in a quiver that is not specific for it, you can do so for a short period of time, but it will ultimately degrade and destroy the existing quiver. So, yeah, and that works for fire, ice, the whole bit. I'm trying to think. Okay, you find. You know what? Let me do. That for healing potions. Okay, so you find 6 red healing potions. RD-1. And do you find any glowing red? Yes. Okay, so you find 6 red health potions and 2 glowing red health potions. And where is that? So, potions. Okay. So red health potions, which are kind of like just your standard red health, your healing potion deals 2d4 plus 2 health. A bright red healing potion, which we found 2 of, heals 4d4 plus 4 health. Okay. So who is taking? How are you distributing the potions?
I'm doing all right on carrying them at the moment, so I'll leave those for you guys.
The bag of holding, if you guys just want to put them in there.
Yeah, that's good.
That works for me.
I'm carrying 3 bright reds and 11 red, so yeah, go ahead and throw them in the bag.
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm going to put them in the bag.
I am.
As I walk
Got
up
this in the
to
bag.
to
Got a lot
Heffany
of
and go,
fucking
I am
potions.
going to put them, and I wink at her, in the bag as I proceed to hand them all to her.
All right. Athena adds 6 red health potions and 2 bright red health potions to your inventory.
I wink back and nod. I'm sure they'll be very safe in the bag.
Yes, in the bag, which is where I am putting them. And then I walk away.
And finally, you find a singular bedroll that appears to have been heavily utilized.
See? This is what I'm talking about. She's here with boys, and look at how gross it is. I'm telling her, Dad.
All right.
What?
Leto does not like pebbles. Leto is very suspicious of Pebbles and her intentions, as she is unchaperoned at the foot of Death Mountain. All right, so that is everything in the cave. As you venture out, do you want to attempt to loot the Lizalfos in the field?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Mhm.
So everybody give me a investigation check.
Just so everybody knows, I'm going to be giving you guidance so you have D4s on your rolls.
All right. Investigation plus a D4.
I will chuck our new compatriot an inspiration for this, for funsies. That's a D12.
Shit, definitely, thank you.
All right. So we're looking
31.
at. So start with a fiend. We got 16 plus 4 plus 11. All right. So 16, 31. All right.
Darn. So close.
So,
Got a 20.
oh, all right. So, my.
I like to imagine Dekoon just is spending his time just, distracted telling Chimkin the story of how, Gully just basically slammed this dude through a wall 3 times. And, that's what he's, spending his time doing instead of actually looking. His eyes are on the ground, but he's just, making, explosion noises with his hand and, swinging his arms and stuff.
See, I'm kind of in terms of Chimkin. Once everyone comes out of the cave, I would imagine Chimkin got just a whiff of that golden Nizalfo body, and she's trying to stuff herself into the cave as she's making these chomping things, trying to get to it.
That sounds perfect. This is rare, expensive Chimkin feed. She's not listening at all.
This is high quality stuff, and she wants it. Okay, so with that investigation check, you kind of have your run of what you're looking for. First of all, you are able to find a Lysel boomerang. So absolutely, you absolutely find one of those. But beyond that, what would Feedmore be looking for? She can ultimately look for anything from potions to rupees to really kind of anything that would positively augment her character. What is something that Ifine would be looking for? And
Let's go book. Sorry.
I know I'm kind of just dropping this on you. So do you want like a moment to think and we'll come back to it?
No, it's fine.
Oh.
Let's go for potions right now because they would probably be the most useful.
Okay. So in looking for potions with that roll, I would say that you are able to locate specifically 3 potions. And let me. Okay. So, first of all, give me a d6 to determine how many bright red potions you find.
2.
Okay, so you find 2 more bright red potions, and then give me 2d10 and let me know what each individual roll is.
9 and 2.
9 and 2. Okay. That's really good. Okay. So, one, you find a glowing red health potion, which will heal 8d4 plus 8 health. And you also find a control weather potion, which is a potion that Deacon actually, I think, just used in the last session.
Mhm.
And it came in a lot of handy, as well as it being a high-level potion, is worth, the retail price is 4,000 rupees on it. So, very good haul on that. Excellent rolls.
I'm going to
And
hold it up and offer it to group and ask, would this be of use to anyone?
Seems to me like you earned it, Chief. Might as well hang on to it. Never know.
Thank you, but I honestly didn't do much.
all right, now next with the second roll, we have Lido, who rolled a 24 plus an additional 3, bringing it to 27. All right, so Lido, you absolutely also found one of the Lizalfo boomerangs, and what are you, in addition, looking for?
Looking for an amulet of health.
Amulet of Health, all right. So let me check the rarity on that to determine. Amulet of Health requires attunement. Your constitution scores 19 while you wear the amulet. Okay, so that it is a rare, wondrous item. So give me a d10, and you must hit a 10 on it.
Of course not. Rather the opposite.
So unfortunately, these low levels offers did not have a wondrous magical item on them, but your search continues nonetheless. But I will say, would you roll again? You rolled a 24?
27.
27. Okay, so you know what? Give me 3d20 for rupees.
Can I instead tempt you with the possibility of finding a mask?
A
If
mask.
not, I'll roll it.
You know what? I'll put it out there and I'll let you choose. Since we're looking for magical masks, you got to crit on a d20, or you can take the rupee roll.
I know my luck. I'll take the 3
All right,
20s.
taking the rupee roll.
Yeah, look at that. 19, 19, and 7. I wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah, instead you got a good pile of rupees for 45 rupees, nothing to scoff at. Let me see. Looking at that. All right, so we got Gully next, and that is a 21. So again, you come off with a Lysol boomerang as well. Is this, now that I'm handing it out, let me make sure it's in the equipment bit.
It is. It's the
Okay.
tri-blade one, right?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. Yeah, we good. Okay. All right. So you also get the Lysol Tri Boomerang. And what is Gully looking for?
Well, they seemed to understand what the heck I was saying, and they came right out. So I'm looking to see if maybe one of them had a helm of comprehend languages.
All right. Helm of Comprehend Languages.
It's an uncommon magic item.
Okay. So we'll take that. It's a little bit more common. So we'll take it at a D. I'm wavering between 6 or 8. You know what? A D. No, that totally fucks up the odds. You know what? Yeah, D8. D8.
So roll a d8.
Yep. Max out on a D8. Oh shit. All right. You found a helm of comprehend languages.
I knew they had to understand what we were saying. Blast it, those knuckleheads. Okay, well I'm taking this.
Take it. All right. So you got the Lysol Tri Boomerang as well as a helm of comprehend languages, and give me 2d20 for rupees. All right, awesome. 21 rupees. And last, of course, not least, we go to Deacon. And let me see what your roll was.
I got a 3, and then for my bless, it comes to a total of 7.
All right. What would Deacon be looking for?
I want to say rupees, but like just realistically, given the time of day and effort that he went through, it's snacks. He's looking for snacks.
Looking for snacks.
He and Shimkin are like-minded right now. It's very tiring work, and he's hungry.
All right. Give me. You know what? You get some snacks. Give me. I mean, in terms of to simplify for the time being, let's just say give me a D6 for rations, and then
Thanks.
I'll narrate something after the roll.
I got 1.
Okay, so as everyone's kind of like perusing the field and finding potions and rupees, and Gully holds up the helmet that he found. The only thing that you can focus on is the rumbling in your stomach, and and eventually you feel like a nudge, like just like a playful kind of nudge on your side, and you look and you find Chimkin, who is just very mouth well fed with with golden meat.
I pat her. I pat her on the head. Go, good job.
And
You showed him what for.
and he keeps like nudging you to show, indicating like that's not what he's trying to show you. And he kind of like turns aside to you and just lifts up his wing, and in the presumably in the pile of Pebbles' goods, he was able to get a like a nice little nut-based like sweet tart with like honey and like maple syrup on it.
Aw, thank you, Chimkin. We really appreciate it. I rub her head for a minute or so, and I offer her a bite as I eat the snack. Excellent.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Actually, wait, I still have that potion up. Let me take that down. All right. So you have explored the cave. You have looted the field, and you have
Actually,
a. Mhm.
now that Gully has his helm, he's actually going to put it on and go back inside the cave
Uh-huh.
and see if he can read anything on these walls.
Okay. So you put on the helm. You go back into the cave, and you try to kind of examine the the symbols and see if you can locate any writing on the cave or even anywhere else, because it's not a huge cave. And you know what? You don't find anything in the cave, but you notice that there is an inscription. Does comprehend languages extend to written word?
Yeah.
Okay. On the boomerang that you found, there is an etching and an inscription, simply alluding to he who is generous and bountiful will return. But that's all it says.
And I say that to everyone else. Does this mean anything to anyone?
He is generous and bountiful.
Spooky. Maybe you're talking about Leto.
Well, I mean, technically, that would be both you and Leto. You are both pretty generous. I
Aw,
mean, look at this
well,
armor.
thank you,
Hello. And then he starts, doing a little spin.
Nice.
Well, when I was growing up, Marty used to say if I was a really good boy for like the holidays, I would get special stuff from this really fat guy.
So in reading this inscription, you also kind of get the impression that the word of he that is used in this context is more of like the of like a Latin he, in respect to the fact that it's not really alluding to a specific gender of the person. It more just defaults to the masculine he. So this, like, the more you sit and ponder on it, and thinking about like everything that you've gone through, this could refer to Ganon. This could refer to the person at this could refer to Reginald. This could refer to Byrova. This could refer to many people. But it is just, I feel the need to point out that it is not necessarily the he referring to specifically a man.
A male.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So I do believe that is the first real big haul of the campaign.
Nice.
And it is the highest XP yielding battle.
Right.
So I'm keeping I'm trying to keep tabs over in our game Discord chat, so I don't forget to deal out this XP. But you still have a little bit of travel ahead of you.
So, guys, here's the thing. It was a bear, and it was a moorbounder today, and I kind of need to rest to get it back.
You would also
We,
like to
we
sleep.
just rest, man.
I was bear.
Okay, but we just rested.
I just need a short amount of time, I promise. Like, just put my feet up, kind of,
Why didn't you rest while we were resting?
I was a bear.
Okay, fine. You know
How
what? I'm kind
often
of
do you get to
hungry
be a bear?
anyway. That's fine. I need some more food. This is fine. This is fine. Well, if it's okay with everyone else, I'm fine with it.
That
I'll
works
be
for me.
alright with it.
So
All right.
we are at a juncture in the day where if you wanted to long rest in the cave, you could justifiably do it.
I don't need a long rest.
Oh, just a
I
short
need a
rest?
short rest.
Okay.
My
Um,
wild shapes.
but it is late enough in the day that if you plan on traveling to Goron Village by foot, you might be risking some rolls if you are delayed.
How long would it take?
Um, it's honestly, if I'm running the math correctly in my head, we have about 3 hours before con saves. But if if you plan on heading straight to Goron Village, which is a 5-hour trek, I will forego the con saves. And also keep in mind any roll of non-encounter that you make traveling up the in your travels can be utilized as a short rest.
What? I'll tell them. Okay, guys. I know it's gonna be a little while, but if you can give me an hour, I can then turn into a giant eagle and carry at least one of you, and I can also use that spell that I made the other eagles again, and I can get two more, so then there'll be three of us, and then we can fly. They'll only be around for like an hour though. I'll be an eagle for like 5. We're pretty quick.
That sounds cool. Yeah, me and probably one other person can also take like Shimkin up there. She could like do some walking or flying, and we'll like take a nap on top of her unless she wakes me up with her telepathy.
Okay.
I'm just saying in addition to that plan, like we wouldn't work solo, so yeah, I think that's a good idea, Lito.
Yeah.
Um,
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll go ahead and fix us a
let's
little snack real quick while you go ahead and take your rest, sir.
yeah,
Yeah.
I will also chill. I'm gonna also me and Shimkin are going to take a small cat nap together.
Okay, so while this short rest is happening, I'm looking up and I need to point something out. So, um, your typical travel speed is based on your normal movement speed, which is anywhere between roughly 25 feet. A giant eagle has a fly speed of 80 feet. So, for the purposes of travel, I would say that anybody who is riding on a giant eagle can travel for, say, 4 times the distance of a normal person, which
Nice.
will put you from, on the giant eagle, will put you from the base of Death Mountain to Goron Village in well under the required time it takes.
Nice.
Lito just
And
stands there and sit, sit. Don't thank me. I know I'm amazing.
Hell yeah. Always.
and Chimkin is based on a griffin, right?
Mhm.
A griffin also has a fly speed of 80.
Mhm.
So, yeah, you can absolutely take that long rest, and it will give you plenty of time to get to Goron Village
Nice.
before starting to suffer effects from exhaustion.
Excellent.
All right,
Mark off
so
that spell and the wild shape.
all right. Okay, so say short rest is taken, and where? Well, I guess a lot of this falls to Leto. Leto, you summon the eagles. So we got 1, 2. Okay, so Gully, in his in his normal size, is going to go on one of the eagles, and Leto, you are taking the form.
I was
And
going to take the form of an eagle.
right.
And then we still have one left.
Oh,
With the
1
spell, I
for
get 2
AP.
plus me, so 3.
What happened? Okay.
Fiend
All
and
right. So
Gully take an eagle, and
Gully and Afine will take the eagles. Leto will wild shape, and Deacon will ride Chimkin. And
Sounds good.
that covers all the speed.
Sweet.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here. I'm like, why things aren't popping up like they should? And I realize I'm on the wrong screen. So I run 2 different screens on one computer for those people that I haven't explained that to, and sometimes I look at the wrong screen. Like when I'm trying to look up eagles. There it is. Okay. All right. So you make your travel. You travel to. I would say that you probably land just outside of Death Mountain. Not really like enough to travel, but far enough that you don't cause a concern.
Yeah, I learned the giant flying things tend to unsettle people earlier on in Deacon's lifespan.
Yes. All right. So let me port you over to Goron City.
It's just like me remember it. Love this place.
Probably because I haven't touched the screen in a minute. I don't even know who's on the screen right now. But I'll see you in a minute.
Hey, there's me.
Yeah, we got Leto, we got Deacon. Oh, there's our old fairy buddy who's not with us anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was nice. Who's this over here?
That is a cursed Bokoblin.
Oh,
yeah.
He's not there anymore.
Thank God.
Yeah. All right. So you make your way into Goron Village, and it's one of those. I think at this point you're almost at least starting to get used to this sensation of things are familiar, but at the same time they're also different. So this is not any different. In fact, usually when you have entered Goron City, Goron Village in the past, it has been a very kind of like labor-intensive village. A lot of the Gorons, they just kind of focus on, work and rest and just kind of going through that cycle. But you immediately get a whole different vibe from this place. The Gorons that you see, and at this point, it is kind of like later in the night, and this is where things would be starting to wind down for everybody in the village. But
as they approach, Deacon's like full on like biting his lip, fingers crossed, kind of wincing.
Yeah, so you do.
I'm kind of watching him.
You see a couple of Gorons, but it takes a moment to figure out what's different. But it eventually hits you. It eventually makes sense, and it's that the physical appearance of these Gorons seems to indicate a lack of a labor-intensive life. So
Oh,
normally
okay.
with the Gorons, you would tend to see, like scars on their skin from the mining. You would often find tribal tattoos to indicate, certain achievements or statuses of certain Gorons, and in fact, none of this is present in any of the Gorons that you're seeing. They all look well fed. They all look well rested, but they don't look like they have endured a labor-intensive life. And this is what you get from just kind of entering into the city. At this point, you have not really explored further in yet. So,
Deacon takes his first breath for what feels like an hour.
I look at Deacon and go, did we do a good thing or a bad thing?
I think we helped this place, but we'll have to do a little more digging to find out. I really hope we can get to speak with Chief Link. If they're this kind of way, then it might not be as hard as it was last time. Maybe he even
Oh,
remembers.
yeah, he might remember us. Plus, I point to the shield on Gully's back. He might remember that too.
that immediately lightens the mood. He laughs heartily.
What did you guys do?
We killed all the Dodongos. Like
except
that
one.
one. Except one.
See, the last time we were here, they were all very sad, and people were going, "Oh no, the Dodongos are going to eat everybody, and they need to be shunted." And then we went through time, and then we fixed it and made it better. But now they look kind of lazy.
You would take lazy
So,
over scarce.
Hmm.
My
so
boy,
yeah.
this peace is what all true warriors strive for. Sorry.
Beer gut. By the way, who we have to turn in to, get the money for the quest is actually Boulder Gut.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank
Boldigut
it
was
for
the
you.
one. Sorry, hold. Excuse me. Boldigut was the one who put the job in, but the job gets turned back into the Adventurers Guild because, as the function of the Adventurers Guild, it is the person who creates the job pays the Adventurers Guild, and then the Adventurers Guild pays the person who completes the job.
Right, I remember that. God, it's been so long since I've done a guild job. Damn.
Exactly. Says we go to Boulder Gut and he pays us.
All right, well, let's go see Bolga then.
Yep.
All right, so you start to travel around the town, and you do remember that.
Gully will probably remember that we get paid at the guild. Yeah, the guild's going to pay us, but since we're here, let's go see Boulder Gut anyway.
Yeah. So
You want to
given
see,
the layout of Goron Village, you remember that like the southeastern area is generally for housing, and the northwestern area is generally where the businesses occur, including when you were here last, that there was a type of rather inexpensive hostel that let you pay what you felt deserved to be paid for a night's stay.
there was also a ring place.
There was a ring place.
Ooh, and do we see any mention of that potter that they mentioned that they sent the Lionel bones to?
Well, that depends. Are you searching for Boldigut, or are you searching into the?
Oh well, yeah, I'd still be looking for the for Boulder Gut, but I was just curious if I saw it.
Well, I mean, if you kind of took a peek into the northwestern part of town, you would see that most of the shops are shut down for the night, but there is in the in the hostile area that you recall, there is just kind of like a singular lamp illuminating the area, but everything else is kind of shut down for the night.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Maybe we could find some place to tie down for the night.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Do you don't want to see Boulder before we go ahead and turn in, or just turn in, see him in the morning? Wait, is it safe to sleep here, to stay here? I mean,
Did last time.
yeah, that was before you made them all lazy.
Well, there's nothing here
We're
that would indicate
heroes.
stress or danger.
Oh wait, they consider you heroes, so actually we should probably get great accommodations.
That's a good point. I just start walking straight towards Chief Link's house.
All right. So as you start approaching as you start approaching Chief Link's hut, you come up to the two guards that are standing guard, preventing you from entering the area. And they're both kind of like sitting down with their legs crossed. Each of them is holding like a spear, but they're just kind of like leaning on it. You might have even heard as you were approaching that your footsteps had startled them awake. So as they start to
Gentlemen,
Hmm?
gentlemen, doing your thing. Gotta go see the boss.
and they're like, whoa, I'm
Oh,
not
and I just
supposed
keep
to.
walking.
We're not supposed to let you in.
Okay, I'll tell your boss that you really were like, no, don't do it, and you fought us, and we were like, oh no, but we still got through.
Is anybody following Leto?
Yeah, I'm following the knucklehead.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
So the one.
I'll try and pacify the guards and be like,
we're with him.
yeah. See, big. I'll gesture it like Gully's shield. Like he totally know us. Cool. Don't worry about it. It all good. Don't worry. Okay. Bye.
All right.
I'm surprised there aren't statues of me and Deekun. Just saying,
and
a statue would be awesome.
and the Goron that was calling out to you calls over to the other guy, and he's like, "Listen, it's your turn. Go get him." And the second guard calls out. He's like, "No, I'm tired." So
I love new Gorons.
So you are in fact able to pass through the guarded area unbothered, and you come across the tent of Chief Link. And as you approach, you can hear the you feel the vibration of his snoring. When he exhales through his snore, you can see that it's done with so much power that it kind of like flaps the entrance flaps of his tent.
Wow. Almost like Chief Link is even stronger than he already was. Damn.
So, I look at Gully, I look at Deekun, I look at Effany, and then proceed to put my hand into my bag and pull out for the second time my pan flute. Take a deep breath and blow as hard as I can into it.
Do you just like blow, or do you at least attempt to like play a note? Just
I'm not attempting anything. I'm just making noise.
you're attempting to be a disturbance. Okay.
Oh no.
So, you can hear from behind you that there is like irritable stirring coming from within the village. You have startled people in there, but the chief's snoring persists.
Maybe we just stay in
That's what I
internet.
had. I don't know. Sure.
I mean, they didn't stop us from going in. We hear him snoring. Just go in, whatever.
We have some
Yeah, that's true.
tents too. We can just, put a tent around his house and wait for him to wake up in the morning.
Ooh, that works. I like that one. That kind of funniest option to me.
All right.
So,
So you
should we put it over here or back here or over here?
We put it right in front of the entrance so that he walks into us as soon as he steps outside.
Where, Alito, you never cease to amaze or surprise me. I just knew you would walk right on in and wake him up.
it's almost like
but
exactly what he did last time.
Yeah.
I was a badger last time.
Yeah,
No,
it was a
And you're
badger.
badgering him this time.
this is badger. Badgering under the fence.
Yeah,
and you're straight in.
You burrowed underneath and went in.
Yeah.
I could still do that.
Breaking into the tent. So okay. So my question is, do you want to go into the tent, or are you camping up outside the tent?
I look at the two guys and then I look back at Tiffany to be like, it's giving her should I go in?
Might it be best to let him rest so he isn't grumpy when he wakes up?
Got it. Don't make him wake up grumpy. Okay. And I go into the tent.
All right, I will follow behind. I will play interference. I'm going to be his wingman.
Okay. So you go into the tent, and it is even more opulent than you remember it. The Chief Link is sprawled out on his back, just arms and legs just full akimbo, and snoring like he could wake the dead. And you see that there are a lot more kind of like a lot of pillows, a lot of decorative throws. You can see that there is small kind of isolated bits of treasure and diamonds that are just kind of like strewn haphazardly about the tent.
Wow. I whistle. Like some kind, just not thinking about it. I just go whew, wow.
And the hoot does not stir the chief.
Okay.
So
here, I think we should play a game. And Lito smiles and proceeds to put his hands together and create 10 good berries. Goes, we're going to see if we can pop them into his mouth. Whoever wakes them up first loses.
All right.
And if he starts to choke, we can fix that, right? Yeah, we can fix that. That's fine.
I can only fix that after another day's rest. Sorry.
Well, I'm pretty sure Gully could probably pick him up and just, shake him or something. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, I guess we'll start off with everyone making an athletics check.
To run out the door?
Yeah, that's not a success.
No, Lito throws it, doesn't even hit the chief.
Meant to do that.
Deacon throws it, and it hits the berry that landed on the ground that Lito threw.
Yay!
All right. Anybody else taking a stab?
With the berries.
Oh, what the heck? Sure.
It's all in good. We got a good game going here. It's like a cardy game.
Oh, that's not with guidance. Yeah.
10 it goes, it arcs, and I was like, oh, and it bounces off his chin.
Ah, damn.
Let me uncheck that guidance. There we go.
All right.
Vinny?
Self-preservation is telling me not to.
And I
Venus is
loop around the nose
abstaining.
and give her guidance.
We have a conscientious
Kind of
objector.
fun.
Yes. All right. So let's go another round. Lido, Deacon, Gully, chucking good berries.
All right, I'll bring up the rear again.
It's 11.
11 bounces off his forehead.
Okay, here we go. Sorry, I accidentally closed out of the button. 1 sec. Okay, athletics. Here we go.
Same.
There we go.
25. All right. So just as Chief Link lets open for a big inhale for his snore, Gully arcs a good berry, and it looks just for a split second like it's going to go too far, but then the force of the inhale just pulls the berry down into the chief's throat, and he starts coughing and gagging, and he rolls over onto his side. He goes, and the good berry spits out.
No! Oh no! The chief is choking! We have come in the nick of time to help him from dying! We are such good people.
Yeah, we heard. We wanted to make sure you were okay. Sounded like very loud noise coming from this place. Sounded like maybe animal attack.
And then
turns out you were
the
choking.
good berries out of the way.
as he's leaning over on his side with his back facing to you, you can see his head just slowly start to turn as these glaring eyes just start to keep going and going, and then they lock on you.
Hi, Chief. Remember us?
And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Oh, darn it.
So we
I
have
usually like to do things more diplomatic than this, but at least we're making an entrance.
Yes, we have made our way into Goron Village. We have.
We will soon be leaving Goron Village through the air with a foot still halfway up our ass.
Right?
With the most minimal of effort, you have made your way into the chief's hut and disturbed his slumber. And as he just glares at you, we await what happens next in 2 weeks. So,
Yeah?
yes. So, as always, I'd love to invite everyone watching to check out our chat broadcast next week, where we will kind of flush this out a little bit more, talk about some of the what Death Mountain and Goron Village used to be like versus what it's like now. We will talk about, as always, anything that particularly comes to mind, and hopefully I will have some more news on the news that I broke last week, which is the gaming system that I am attempting to put together. I have been continuing to work diligently on it, and I have made great progress, which I will tell you about next week. So, I would like, as always, to thank our return players, Gully, Deacon, and Lido. You are amazing and a blast to have, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this. And I would like to thank our newest addition, Afine, for really just jumping into what was the most intense battle of the campaign so far. It was definitely a trial by fire, and without
with acid and cold and lightning,
without the combined effort of Deacon and Gully, it it really could have gone either way. So we have survived. We have gained a ton of experience from this fight, which we will which will no doubt result in multiple level ups for Afine. Um, and you are a wonderful addition to this campaign, and thank you for joining us.
Yes. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thank you
So,
so much for having me. I've loved it so far.
Good to hear.
as promised, I'm going to check if we have any. No, sadly, we do not have any mutual. No, we do not have any mutual followers who are currently broadcasting, so we will not be rating anybody tonight. But if you would like to check out the 2 channels that we have rated so far, they are both great people and wonderful and entertaining people to watch. So I highly recommend visiting our link tree and checking out those 2 Twitch channels. And, well, I guess there's really nothing left to say, but we'll see you next week. And bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.